Hello, and welcome back to breaking things and getting stuck in places. Now, this is Strawberry Gem 24. Last will of an engineer or something or other. I've already forgotten the name of the map. It's something like that. Last will of a mad engineer. That one. Cool. Hello in the chat, Broken Audio, who apparently stayed up until 5 watching my streams. It doesn't say whether that's AM or PM. I will assume AM. And that is incredibly long. Yes, maps. Penultimate map. We have gotten through 4 of them, I believe, and this is the 5th one of this jam. That just says what the jam is, but I think hopefully we already know at this point. Let's double check that this is not on peaceful. Good, it is not. Let's lock it to normal. Survival mode, obviously. Objectives can only be found in chests, obviously. Follow the fun path. I will try my best. We have been fired from our factory. We have decided, therefore, it would be a very sensible course of action to build a bomb and blow it up in retaliation. Something I myself would never actually do, he says, in case his employees are somehow watching. Find the 3 energy cores and the 3 electric cables, concrete and end rods, and place them right around here-ish. And we also have a chest full of stuff. Let's grab a quarter of everything, I suppose. It seems to have been set up in kind of that way. So we get a couple of pickaxes, diamond sword, a little bit of food, half a stack of blocks. And we don't have quite as much armor as we do everything else, but we have 1 full set of Unbreaking 2 leather. Cool stuff. Okay, what is out here? A rather boxy room. With... Yes, there do appear to be some mobs in it. Okay. We've got quite a bit of space to work with here, though. We should just be able to dodge everything. The room is large, and the zombies move slowly. So we can go around, we can light things up, we can keep strafing around the middle. This pedestal is also kind of set up where I can jump on it and be safe. We have a bunch more blocks and some ladders. There's a spawner up in the center. There's a spindly platform up there. There's a room. There's a room over there. Another hanging platform. Seems like it's kind of set up where you can just kind of dodge stuff. I mean, they have given me a bunch of ladders. So it seems like the run around, dodge stuff and stay out of harm's way strategy may be intended. Is there actually anything in here, or was it just a single spawner? Looks like just a single spawner and a little bit of light. Nothing on top of that room. Safe to just drop down, and down here. Okay. Do this area last, says the sign. We have a whole bunch of sweeping edges, some potions, some enchanting bottles, and some anvils. Okay. Back out the door. Yeah, that sweeping edge on this sword, I think, could be pretty handy. There do appear to be quite a few mobs down there. Not enough XP, that is fine. You have stuff to deal with that. Do we want to name the sword? I guess we do. Let's just call it something generic, like Sweeping Diamond Sword. There we go. Self-explanatory enough, hopefully. Okay, now we can drop down and actually clear some of these out. Should not be too difficult, for again, they move very, very slowly. There's a carrot, there's a potato. We're getting lucky with the crop drop RNG. But this may not be the kind of map where you even need to farm, and probably isn't, so... Of course we get lucky with the crop drops in a map, we're not going to be staying around in too long. Probably not long enough to actually need to farm. But we'll see. I may be wrong. Okay, kill off the spawner, which is, I guess, kind of hidden up here. Drop stuff on your head, spawner. Okay, wall of text. This area can be cheesed by swimming from the top of it. Play it legit. Keep it near the ground. Follow the lights. Pay attention to... That is not how you spell that word. Surroundings. Close enough. Torch trick to get air still kind of works. And no... keep it at head level and spam it. Yeah. Knock back. Knock back. Some diving helmets, some knockback. I guess we also want to put this on the sword. Here we go. And a whole bunch more ladders. Okay, now, question is, do we want to take that area first, or do we want to take... Probably not the area that says enter this area last. But what is up here? Okay, that's kind of strange. What the heck is going on here? Bunch of random armor stands. Sure. You do that. You throw down a whole bunch of random contorted armor stands. This wire is transporting more armor stands. Apparently this is a factory that specialises in armor stands. Skeletons without bows. Looks like we're going to have to use up quite a few of the ladders. Or build staircases. We might want to keep some of the ladders for the water area, so we probably don't use up all of them. We'd have to build a couple of staircases. We have a spawner, we have another spawner, we have another way down. What about this direction? Is this going to turn maze-ish? Because if so, I'm going to do the left, left, left thing. Yep, looks like it's going to be maze-ish, and we're just going to have to do the left, left, left. Until you find the way out. Thing. Okay, this is already kind of a staircase. Slightly further up. So let's just make that complete, even though that bit of staircase doesn't actually go anywhere. Break the spawner first, turn back around, kill that guy. Yeah, looks like we may be having some issues with food. We have drop creepers from the ceiling. I have accidentally holding my diamond sword. Handing diamond sword over to an armor stand. That was not good. This is about the least hidden drop creeper trap I've ever seen. With arrow signs pointing to it. Sure. Guess this is probably intended to be on the easier side then. You're literally going to point to a trap with arrows. That, or it's a setup for a later trap which has arrows pointing somewhere and there won't be something, and then it'll be a distraction. That could be clever. Okay, spiders. We have a whole ton of blocks, that is fine, but where we block down here, it's gonna give a whole bunch more spiders opportunities to spawn. Going down slowly, slowly. Yep, it spawned a second lot. The first lot have decided to climb up the wall. Fine. Okay, a whole bunch more stuff. Another chest hanging from a wire in the back. And we have some wither skellies. Light is not going to work against them. So let's try and maybe break spawners, or they might be a little too fast. No, we can break the spawners. And that one... Again, just strafe them all around the room. That one, last spawner. Nope. Don't think that one is wither skellies anyway. Is it? I can't tell. It's something with iron on, but there are also non-wither skeletons with iron on, so that doesn't really tell me much. Bloop. Okay. That is not exactly what I wanted to do. That's better. And these cannot actually get past the iron bars. So he has to go around the long way and flank me. And kill me via wither. That was kind of just bad. I should have backed up the staircase rather than running back into the room. But never mind. It should be simple to just reclaim all the stuff. I do not foresee too many problems just running back into the room again. We probably don't need this. Let's throw that away. All these. Although we're going to keep picking them up as we run back and forth. Back down here. Okay, lure away from my gear. Collect it all up again. Could break the spawner if I ended up with a pick on the hotbar, which unfortunately I did not. Yeah, we probably don't need to be using the diving helmet right at this very moment. Not sure why I have the iron shovel. Just kind of took it without thinking too much about it, but I'm not sure how useful it's actually going to be. We have a few arrows, but not enough string to make a bow with. Okay, let's go and break the spawner. There we go. And you. And the box, it is an objective. This map has 6 objectives in it though, so it's only 1/6 of the way through, and not 1/3. I guess we're just supposed to do... Do we want protection 1 or do we want blast protection 1? Let's take the more generic regular protection. And leave everything else in the box. Can always come back again and grab it later, or do we just want to take this stuff? Maybe we should just take this stuff back to the monument. Because we do have the block we need to put on it, so we're going back that way anyway. Ditch all of the random blocks. Yeah, let's just take everything. We have room. How many torches do we have? Not that many. Nothing else in that box. Reclaim all of the lighting. Don't know how much more coal there is in the map. Torches may or may not end up being in short supply. Yep, we picked up the bones again. Thought we would. Break that. And we still need to go in that direction. Okay, no, I don't think we are going to be short on food. We've got a whole bunch more. Okay, and I assume that was area 1, but let's have a look. This is grey. I think that's actually light grey. Is it grey, black, or light grey and grey? I cannot tell the difference. Let's wait until we have another one, and then we'll be able to tell. Shovel, random stuff, a whole bunch of enchanting bottles. More ladders, anvils. I think this may end up being not the longest map in the universe. But there is little wrong with that. Torches are fine as well. Let's ditch just a few more steak back into the box. Take a golden apple. Okay, let's go with that. Let's see what is up here and to the right. Ladders in the box. Yes, another stack. So we don't have to skimp too much on the ladders. Ladders. Spawners. Dropping down. It already primed from when we ran through up there before. That one didn't though. Just one regular low bow skeleton. And another one. And another one. And another one. Okay, I kind of meant to put a ladder, but I guess staircasing down works too. I'll go with whichever. Saves me using too many of the ladders. Torch on there. Up goes the spider. Okay, we have another chest, which appears to be dangling over something. It is some green. And there are some things with some arrows which will try to shoot me off the ledge. Down goes one. We do not actually have a shield, so gotta be a little bit careful with those. So most of them do just feel like jumping off of ledges to their doom, so let's not worry too much. And we do have knockback too. Down you go. Okay, likelihood of being knocked off the ledge still rather high. There are quite a few of them down there. And I think that enchantment might be punch, because they do seem to be knocking me about a bit, and they have enchanted bows. So let's just hug the wall all the way around the room. Seems safer than bridging for the centre. There's the first end rod, and a whole bunch more torches, and a little bit more food. Cool, no need to deal with the bottom of that room. Can't place a block there, because there is an armour stand in the way. Fine, fine. Cheaty spider. Why? Are we up to version 1.14 and spiders can still hit you through the corner of blocks? Why is this? This is a 1.14.3 map. We are bang up to date. And the spiders still hit you through the blocks. Come on, Mojang. Okay, we have concrete, we have an end rod. Next up is the water area, we're going to need that. We don't have a bow, and arrows are rather useless underwater anyway, so not going to need those. We probably don't need as many torches. We probably do need as many ladders as we can get. Let's grab another half a stack from this box. Keep some as the backup. Because the torch thing is no longer very effective. I'd have expected one of those water streams to go up or down. They don't. Okay. Another rather large, rather boxy room. Alright, she can't actually use ladders anymore. I can do something like this, and that'll give me some air. Eventually. Like that. And the signs wanted me not to cheese it and to stay close to the bottom, so I guess I'll do that. Though there doesn't really seem to be too much around. There's some charged creepers, but we're kind of moving too quickly for them to even spawn, so... Light blue. Get some more air again. From very slowly breaking the ceiling. Okay, now, question is, where is the second end rod, which is presumably somewhere in this room? Because it appears to be doing one concrete powder and one end rod per area. At least if the first area was any indication. Which would theoretically mean that somewhere in this room there's another chest. But I do not see one. Nothing around this group of stuff in the middle. Ooh, just a whole bunch of charged creepers. Okay, I'm not terribly sure where my hole in the ceiling went, so let's just swim all the way back. I guess we put the light blue on the monument just in case. Kinda expected it to go in order from left to right. It doesn't. Because they wanted to do that area last. So, I'm still not sure whether that grey is light grey glass or black glass or what's going on. Okay, whereabouts in this room, if anywhere, is there an end rod? Nothing around either of the side walls. No side paths, nothing hidden. I have to make another hole in the ceiling. Hope nothing spawns from beneath me while I'm making a hole. Okay, I have to say I do not see all that much. We're just at the end again. There's a whole bunch of kelp we could use if we were short on food, which we're not. Okay, tried to light it up. Did not go particularly well. Yeah, gotta say, I'm not seeing all that much. It's also possible the final area just has 2 of the 3 end rods left. And there is nothing here, and I am searching for nothing. And if you search for nothing, you're never gonna find it. Well, that or you're gonna find it constantly. Depending on how you interpret the word nothing. Whatever. Let's just go to the final area. And if we're missing an end rod, it's probably in that room somewhere. What do we need? Well, we can take some more torches back again. We can take wherever we put the arrows. There they are. Throw the one kelp. Other than that, we're probably fine. Okay, do this area last. Fine, fine. Will do. Am doing. This is probably why they give me the shovels, isn't it? We'll go with that. Down and down. And down, and down, and creepers, and down. Hello, creepers. Down, down, down. Okay, there is a zombie somewhere or other. There is a whole bunch of creepers. That is not a zombie, that is a... Yep, husk. I had to make sure I wasn't getting husk and stray confused there for a moment. Sweeping Edge plus Knockback. Not the greatest combination of enchantments in the world. Kinda want them to stick together for Sweeping Edge to work. We do not have a shield, so we need to be a little bit careful about the creepers and their explosions. The terrain is also dirt, which is not the most explosive resistant of all blocks ever. Oops. There goes that spawner. Keep getting the way up. Hello, hello, cottage cheese. How long is this tunnel? And how many creeper spawners are in it? Which one is that above my head? That is a creeper spawner. Back you go. And break this. And a torch. Some trigger-happy creepers. They're being knocked quite a distance away and still exploding. Okay, you go blow up that spawner, thank you very much. More of the same tunnel. Okay, we have made a pit. It is a deep pit. Aha! is a room which is not tunnel. Let's do that real quick, hop back out. Get rid of all of these, light up the pit which we made. Back around here, break this out. Jump across. Okay, I think we did manage to blow up the spawners though. Okay, we have a large room. It is full of claws and crystals. Where's Deneb? He's the crystal lover. Let's go up here. Break the spawner, which is rudely dropping things on my head. Okay, what have we got in this room? Nowhere to place a torch, that's what. We have a chest. We have hanging things. Jump! What is that up there? That is a cage with nothing in it. If you could drop back down here, please, so I can kind of jump over your heads. Thank you very much. Not thank you very much. Okay. Back into the other corner of the room. Yeah, okay. We're running. We're running and lighting stuff up. Strafe them back away from the entrance, and then go back up, and then make a little wall. Okay, what is actually in the box? A whole load of sharpnesses. Sharpness 3, sharpness 4. And whack it on the sword. This should be rather effective. Kill a whole bunch of them at a time. We do a lot of damage to a single one. And we knock them all back off the ledge and they take full damage. So that got rid of them all quite quickly. Out of torches. Not a problem, this room is not that dark. Just run around and break a whole bunch of these spawners. Knock him away. He blows up a whole ton of the experience. It's fine. What is in the box? It is a crossbow with quick charge too. I actually want to take 2 of those and then use the anvil to bash them together. Okay, anvil, crossbow, crossbow. Again, let's just call it something rather generic. It is a rapid crossbow. So it is a crossbow which is also rapid. Okay, why do things keep falling? I've already broken that spawner. Nothing else should be coming from up there. Do not blow up the chest, please. You can grab the spawners, but not the chest. There's another sign with an arrow on it. It's pointing down into that crystal. Maybe a few more torches would have been helpful. Yeah, there's just a couple of mobs around. I'm sure it'll be fine. Up. Can just blow them all up. Break it. Sprint out the middle. What's in the box? It's an end rod. We need that. Nice. Cool. You stand right there and blow up. Cool, cool. Let's move that off the bar. More torches onto the bar. There's another spawner. Let's get out of there. This way, please. Okay, that does appear to be all of them. Nothing else in the box. Just the end rod. There's lava down there. And that is a portal. Okay, we should probably take the end rod back. Before we make the one-way trip through the portal. This is a whole load of anvils. We could try dropping anvils onto heads of mobs. Which is, probably not the particularly effective strategy, but it's funny. Good Australian morning / English evening, Hexcraft. I had to very briefly go, what was the cricket against? Was it against Australia or New Zealand? It's New Zealand, not Australia. What a game it was, by the way. I do not typically watch cricket, but I stuck it on anyway, because, hey, it's the World Cup and people are going to be talking about it, so why not? For anybody who somehow doesn't know, it was the Cricket World Final on Sunday. It was England against New Zealand, two sides that have never actually won the World Cup in cricket before. There were some things, some stuff happened. At one point someone was going to hit it for 2 runs, it got thrown back, and then he kind of dived to try and get over the line and accidentally whacked the ball back towards the edge of the field again. and scored the whole 6 points by complete fluke luck. And then it ended in a total tie, and then it went to the super over, which is apparently the cricket equivalent of the penalty shootout or any other kind of tie-breaking type thing like that. And then that went to a tie as well. And so England won because they scored more of something or other during the whole game. I don't know. But lots of people glad that England have won for the first time. Lots of people commiserating New Zealanders. Some people saying that it should really be a tie, which is kind of fair enough. And suddenly we have the whole bunch of colourful platforms. Okay, yeah, this is probably just gonna be... There are two ways we could play this. We could run. We could take it slowly, approach each spawner, kill the ghast with the crossbow really quickly, and then move on to the next one. I'm tempted to go the slow route, but the fast route is probably more fun. Let's break that. Let's do that. I'm not sure why anybody would have a day off and then still wake up at 5 in the morning, but maybe that's just me. Okay. Or alternatively, we could end a pull past some of the spawners and dodge them entirely. Perhaps, if we manage to land a shot right in the middle of one of these platforms. Or we could just instant kill them. That works too. Cannot quite reach the ledge. I think these are all makeable jumps, though. At least they are until this point. We start having to put down a few blocks. Yeah, I think this one platform at a time method may be the way to go. Jump up and get down. How many blocks do we have? Lots. Missed. I do like finally seeing the crossbow make appearances in maps. Here's a cool item. Especially piercing is a really, really nice enchantment. Body clock doesn't let me sleep past 8:30. I guess if you always wake up at about that time, maybe a little bit difficult. Just gonna make you more tired if you lay in. One platform at a time. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Taking it slow. Okay, we don't actually have that many blocks. We have enough of them, though. Don't think I see the point of the red platform. We can just kind of skip it. But it is gonna trigger that one. And up here, no need to break the spawner, there's nothing else there anyway. Unless of course we just reappear right here. Okay, we must have missed something. Probably there was just something or other right above that portal, which I just didn't see. Make the jump! Well done. Okay, so we are going to be missing the end rod, and it is going to be somewhere in that massive waterlogged cuboid room that was the second area. Okay, let's actually complete this thing properly and break that spawner. Yep, the chest is literally right there. Okay, so we found one concrete, and this is black, not light grey and dark grey, so it is definitely grey and black. Couldn't tell the colour difference from the glass. Dodge the husk, jump back up here. Okay, we are missing one end rod. It is somewhere in the watery room. How long do we want to spend actually looking for it? Because we definitely have time to begin the next map. We are only missing that thing, and it is definitely in that room somewhere. Meow, agrees background cat from the background. What? Yes, I know. I know I'm missing an objective. What do you want me to do about it? Yes, I intend to go and find it, yes. Yes, I know. Yes. It's slightly challenging to hold a sensible conversation with a cat. Yes, I know. Yes, it's in this room over here, I'm pretty sure. Yes, I just have to find it, yes. Okay, it's definitely not up here or down there. There is definitely nothing in the water streams, nothing else useful in the chest. Meow, meow, meow. Okay, whereabouts in this giant room is there a hidden chest? Shout if you see anything. Not you. Even if you do spot something, I won't be able to understand that you're saying that you have, Mr. Meow. Okay. I don't know who Lessie is. Is Lessie a dog? Is Lessie a cat? Presumably one or the other. Or a child. Oop. Okay, we have been to one end of the room, we've been to the other end of the room. Where is a chest? We're searching for something brown underwater, which you cannot see very well anyway. Looking for a brown chest in amongst a whole bunch of brown dirt with holes in it and charged creepers. This may take some time. We have things like this, which is a hole. Do not want to be exploded. We got holes, we got holes, we got holes. If a chest is down one of these holes, it is going to take ages to find. Or we could just explode. Also a cat. This is, of course, assuming that the end rod is in fact somewhere in this room, and it is doing one end rod and one concrete powder in each room, which seems like the most likely scenario, but it is not a given. It may just be hidden somewhere else for the sake of hiding it somewhere else. See, what is this bit in the centre all about? We went up in there and found nothing. And I removed the ladders from this centre bit, so we can't get back up there again. Oh, they're over there. I'm just blind. They're on the back of a wall. Here they are. We've been up here. There was nothing here. No end rod in the middle. Centre room. There's nothing up there. We checked under the diorite. Should have probably picked up another one of those golden helmets, because we're just going to drown before we actually get anywhere. Where was it that I exploded? I don't even know. Here's all the stuff. It is floated up to the ceiling. Because I forgot that items do that now. Oh, what a feeling to be an item on the ceiling. Oh, what a feeling to be an item on the ceiling. Oop. I'm very tempted to just night vision myself, so I can see in that room a little bit easier. And maybe spot something. At least it's not that far back. Okay, give me another helmet. Where exactly is my stuff? There it is, over there. Don't really know. I don't think celebrities are all that vocal about video games generally. Dara O'Brien is kind of an exception. He has an excellent comedy sketch about video games, and it is rather brilliant. Okay, where is this hypothetical chest with an end rod in it? Is it in this room? How long are we going to waste searching for it? Let's actually just put a LAN, allow cheats, effect, give me Minecraft night vision for a while. Can we see anything? Now that we've upped the contrast a little, is there anything in this room at all? Any chests? Anything hidden? Where is this final end rod? One would presume that it's in this room somewhere. Especially because the other two were not that difficult to find. And it isn't marked as an optional objective, so you can't make it that tough to find it. Every time I swim down to these holes, a bajillion creepers just spawn at me. So I highly doubt it's going to be in any of these. Well, I could swim back and forth in this room forever, but I don't really see that there is a whole lot. Just a whole bunch of places for charged creepers to come from. And if the chest is down one of these holes, it looks identical to all of the others, and I'm not checking and being exploded by a charged creeper in every single one of them. Well, we got the 3 concrete blocks, which I think are the main thing. Let's just hop into searching for things. Oh boy. Searching for things part the second and see if we can see anything. No thing down in any of these. It is all identikit spawners and waterfalls. Nothing in any of the holes. Nothing around any of the walls. We could quite clearly see from the outside if there was. I have no idea where this final end rod is then. Unless of course it isn't in that room at all and it's somewhere else. Nothing up in here, there's nothing in the middle of this. This is all just a whole bunch of tunnel. You got this room. You got that lava. There's nothing else down in any of these other ones. That's where end rod number 2 was. We could double check. See if I missed anything else in the end. There's nothing else in the tunnel. This was the room of the first concrete. Nothing else in here. Don't do this, by the way. Don't make a whole bunch of floating bedrock stuff. Just make it in a super flat world with a whole bunch of land already in it. Because not only can you not really speedrun at all by digging from one area to another, which kind of hurts speedrunners, but you're also wasting a whole bunch of time just like, what the heck is this? You're splodging down a whole bunch of spherical bedrock where you could just make it inside of a thing. What's this random chest? Okay. I'm not upset about that one, actually. There is a quite clearly room without an entrance up there, when the room does not go into that shape from below. So that's actually a fairly decent place to hide something. That's fair enough. Nothing else in that room, nothing else in that room. Nope, I'm still none the wiser as to where the heck this third end rod is. What is this room? Ah. You're supposed to interpret these arrows as not, hey look, there's a trap up there, but hey look, you're supposed to go up here. I just kind of assumed it was a drop creeper room and paid no more attention to it. There's actually a whole bunch of stuff in here. Efficiencies, and presumably this is the final end rod. If I can actually access the chest. Give me the chest! Damn it! Fine, be that way. Game mode, creative. Of course I can't open the chest, there's a thing on top of it. Yep, it's an edge roll, which means that there are 2 in the first area, 1 in the third area, and none in the second area. Which is a little bit weird. Because usually when you start getting 1 per area, you kind of assume there's 1 per area, but okay. Whatever. We did the vast majority of the things, and we got the 3 concrete powder things. Yes, I agree. Next map. Corrupt Factory by reyyro. We got quite a few people making first maps, or people who at least do not make very many maps in this jam. The only person who isn't is Fornan. All of these other names, they're not all unfamiliar, like Adag Pigja has been around on the Discord for a while. Refallex has been around on the Discord for a while. I've heard of a couple of these names. I just don't produce much stuff. Okay, good. This next one is 1.14.3 as well. We do not have to change the version. Saves. Paste it in. Go over to the stream dashboard and add to the title. And add to the description. Followed by Corrupt Factory by... And usefully, he's actually given his name in the folder of the map, so we don't have to flick back to Discord to see it again. Cool. That should be updated in the description and title. Corrupt Factory. Okay. This is a nice little spawning room. We had the old you drop onto a pressure plate multiplayer spawning pad as well. Initial impressions are that this could well be a good map. Corrupt Factory by reyyro, 24 hours. Not 24 hours, Jam 24. I'm confused, it's 72 hours. 3 main objectives, 5 bonus objective emerald blocks. Retrieve them and place them on platforms, using any blocks or chests. Do not use end chests or nether portals. Don't leave map boundaries. Again, let's double check and lock that onto normal. Do not use mods. Optifine is usually alright. You can place and breel blocks. I'm not sure how you breel a block, but if I figure out how, I will certainly do that. Water. Survive in any way you can think of, and most importantly, have fun. Okay, that... Oh, with a accent on it probably means that, Mapmakers' native language is not English. So we'll try not to bash them on their typos too much. Probably incredibly unbalanced. Don't mind that, especially for first map. We have a apparently not cool cap. Swimming boots, chest plate, leggings. Depth strider, knockback resistance. We've got speed, we've got a little bit of max health. No armour on most of this armour though. Only actual armour is coming from the helmet. Don't know if that is intentional or not, because when you put another attribute on something like knockback resistance, it overrides the default armour attribute and you have to manually add it back on. So I'm not sure whether the other pieces of gear are supposed to have no armour, or whether that is in error. A whole bunch of food, a whole bunch of torches, a couple of pickaxes, a sword, and an axe. Okay, we had a couple of odd black blocks, but that apparently meant nothing. Piston door. Piston door. Hidden button. Don't know what that did, if anything. Anything around the hidden button? Nope. So it either did nothing or it's being looked at by a command block from somewhere else remotely. Checking for a block update, which is possible. Okay, this is an extremely colourful monument. Emerald block, emerald block. That is black, red, blue. Emerald block 1, 2, 3, 4. And 5 goes up above the doorway. Okay. More torches, more leather, more food, more blocks. Sure, let's take some other blocks. Hopefully we'll never have to resort to the cookies because they're pretty terrible. We have some lore, and we have some feather falling stuff. For gardening, apparently. Something or other is my fault. It usually is. Berry farms! Hey! Berry bushes! Not actually the first time I've seen these in a CTM, but it's the first time I've seen them in a CTM that you're seeing me play, because the last one is pre-recorded and I haven't got around to editing it yet. Berry bushes! Okay. Whoop. Fire archer did not actually have fire arrows. And we are already dead. I was attempting to block. We do not yet have a shield. And the combination of those two facts led to my explosion. Okay. There's also quite a few things actually spawning. hide back around here for a moment, put these on. Golden boots have vanished because they had Curse of Vanishing on them. Okay, get my head in the game. Let's not be blown up by creepers, and let's not do anything silly. Let's take another pair of the boots. We're already one pair down. Okay, there are also a couple of different levels. It's not just this ground floor. I see floating platforms. I see lots and lots of terrariums. Yeah, I don't think this map is going to be quite as short as the last one. Especially because the map wasn't finished in time. Which probably means it ended up being bigger than planned, which probably means it's pretty big. At least as far as jam maps go. Okay. Creepers. Okay. Gonna need to retreat out of here a little. We got staircases. We got pigmen. Presumably with a fire aspect end rod. Not end rod. Blaze rod. Fire protection. Is +3 armor better than +2 max health protection too? Probably not, but it's close. Okay, there's the start of a staircase. That terrarium has a chest in it. There's a baby zombie running around. There's quite a busy area. There are lots of colours, there are levels, there's many kinds of mob wandering around. The room is still box shaped, but it's rather interesting other than the general shape of the room. Okay. Have we lit most of the ground floor? I think we've got a fair chunk of it lit. Do that, do that. Okay, let's start breaking some spawners, shall we? And this one, somewhere is a creeper. There is the creeper. Again, we just strafe about and we break things. The room is large and we have room to run around stuff. We primed everything on the first run through. Okay, we can go in here. These aren't actually real berry bushes, they're just heads shaped like berry bushes. Not sure why you wouldn't use actual real berry bushes, seeing as they're actually in the game now. And this is 1.14.3. Maybe they don't want to give the player all that much food, but berries aren't good food anyway. They do grow quickly, a bit like melons, but other than that, they're pretty rubbish. Ping pong with the creeper. No record. Okay, we don't have plenty of torches. The room is large, but we have lots of light. So we're not going to run out. I do like all these little terrariums. These are nice. I have a thing for biospheres, and these are not spheres, but otherwise they're kind of biosphere-ish. They're more like greenhouses, I guess, but what is a biosphere apart from a very, very large greenhouse? Okay, any more for any more for any more. One over here. The fountain has made me curious. And there is actually a chest in it. And there's some turtle shells, which are pretty nice in case there's a water area later. And judging by the boots we got with Depth Strider and Feather Falling, there might be. And there's also a chest in the centre. Are you an emerald? You seem like you might be an emerald. You are indeed an emerald. This room has some wood in it. That is very true. We haven't actually seen any trees in this area, despite how overgrown it all is. We do have lots of leaves and lots of dirt, though, so we could potentially just break leaves until we get a sapling and then grow trees, if we need to. Wood is not that scarce. There's the emerald block number 1. I would actually like, I think, to take a chest. Let's just nick this one. And put some stuff in it. It is a very nice looking map. It is very, very colourful. And the majority of CTMs is kind of generalising slightly here. Many of them aren't like this, but a fair percentage are kind of rather grey and dark, and generally lots of greys and whites and blacks, and often a bit of green from grass. But like ruins, tombs, castles, lots of stone brick everywhere. You rarely get something that looks quite this colourful. And it is nice. Now, let's leave the wood in the box. Like the last 2 really big full CTMs I played and completed, ignoring Tomb of the Sun. Simulation Protocol 3, which definitely had the whole grayscale darkness thing going for it, and then Galaroth. That went with more of a kind of reddy-orange colour palette, but it was still a rather reddy-orange all the way through. Not monochrome grey and black, which is interesting enough in and of itself, but still one solid colour. Okay, we have guys attempting to attack me with berry bushes. We have many, many explosions. Not berry bushes, roses, which makes sense because they have thorns. Okay, we have a couple of different directions where we could go. We have some thorns of our own. Yeah, that is a better piece of equipment. Leggings are almost broken. We don't need the fake berry bushes, we don't need the leaves, we got a whole bunch of random blocks here. We've got a second bow that probably dropped from a skeleton somewhere. Don't need one prismarine shard. Okay, do we go that way or do we go up the steps? There are some trees. There's a whole bunch of floating platforms which look a little bit sketchy. Let's go for the staircase first. The chest. Blast Protection 3 helmet, new sword, good, we were running low on that. More boots, we literally have a spare piece of everything apart from the leggings, which are going to break first. Somewhere there is a ghast. Okay, break through the leaves. Kill pigment. What do we got here? We have... That is actually a rubbish weapon. I think it's a rubbish weapon. It still has the attack cooldown. It's not displaying the attack cooldown and the attack speed. Which makes me think that those attributes are missing, but they might just be hidden. For some reason. Because it does have the reduced attack speed. So I'm not certain what's going on there. And it doesn't have any other attributes, like max health, which should be overriding the defaults. Okay, we drop down. We go out here, there's another pigment. Let's test the axe. It seems to be working properly. Yeah, it's definitely working properly. The attributes are just kind of hidden for some reason. Hey, reyyro the mapmaker is in the chat. I'll apologise for it being unbalanced. Because, I mean, admittedly I haven't played much of it yet, but so far it seems perfectly well balanced. Hole in the floor. Another room. Another creeper spawner. Another spawner. Hey, there's some spare leggings. Just in time. The previous ones just broke. More apples. More blocks of wood. A little bit more food. Okay, so from here we can hop back out in that direction and end up right on the stairwell again. And then go this way. That looped around nicely. Yeah, I died once to a stupid creeper explosion because I momentarily forgot I don't have a shield yet. But the balance is just fine. Let's break through that. Let's break through that. Chest, we have a brewing stand and some potions. Okay. No big deal, we have feather falling. So, being knocked off that ledge does not matter. The stairs are right here. Now, slight problem, we have too much stuff. We have 5 iron. Do I make an iron pick? Meow, says background cat. I think that is an indication that I should. Okay, crafting table. Maybe this is dumb and we should be saving the iron for armour as spare. But whatever, there we go. Iron pick, decent sword still, we have a spare bow, here's a whole spare bunch of armour. Oh yes, and we should probably make a shield as well. Shield, there we go. Food, helmet, food, water bucket, useful weapon. Let's have that as the secondary actually. Water bucket can go there, here's a whole ton of blocks, and clear out the rest of the inventory. Cool. Hey creeper! Hey creeper! This hallway is too dark, and so you're spawning. I think that is probably maybe a sign that there are no honeypots, because stuff is spawning in very minimal dark space. Though I may also be wrong, and it may just be RNG being slightly weird. Both are entirely possible. Doesn't greatly matter either way. We have enough stuff where we can definitely deal with a few creepers. Brewing stand, some random potions. That, as is tradition, will probably remain in the chest for the entirety of the map and never be used. There are quite a few honeypots actually. Cool. It is purely RNG then. It's not unfathomably irregular that a creeper spawn would just happen there, so... It doesn't matter. Thorns, that's probably a better chest plate, it has more armour on it. Down gets Skelly. Another terrarium, another chest. Okay, we have... That's a custom texture. There's definitely an iron axe. It says iron axe on it. It does not look like this iron axe. We already know that this is what an iron axe is supposed to look like. That is a custom texture just for that item. And the map did not even prompt me to use Optifine. It just kind of did, and it exists. Or is that... Actually, that's probably just the name of an item that exists in Monumenta, and the Monumenta resource pack is thus changing it. Yeah, because that is installed, so a lumberjack's axe must be the name of a Monumenta item. And it must also be an iron axe. There you go. you have a random improvement to your map which you probably did not know about and that you wouldn't have unless your player plays Monumenta and has Optifine installed. Which I do. More wood, stuff, golden helmet, spade with fortune on it, and that was going to be good for grabbing gravel, if I ever need a bunch of gravel for some reason. What did that stone pick actually have on it? Was that a stone pick? I have no idea what's going on. We have a shield now, we can block things. Stuff is good. Spawner there. Nothing on the other side. Hello from the other side. No. And I would just skip past the chest. Just wanted to make sure I wasn't spawning at the stuff while I read the sign. It just says food. That's some terrible food. Creeper, creeper, creeper. Off the ledge you go. Okay, fine. Blow up in midair. Okay, we have another chest, another spawner, another creeper, another explosion. Chest. Okay, I think we may be suffering from item overload. Scenario in which you actually get too much stuff. And all of it is good. And we're only in the first area still, and where am I going to put all of this stuff? I'm probably not going to use most of it, ever. Okay, somehow I've angered the Enderman, I think, maybe, possibly. Let's just kill it anyway. There we go, Ender Pearl, lovely. The chest with a block on it. Spawner. What are you? You have some very, very nice boots, but you also have vanishing on you and not much durability. Let's consolidate torches. Break that. Knock through there. And it circles back around again. And down we go. Not intentionally. And up we go. Okay. There is stuff over here, which you can get to via this direction. Out that one. Knock out that one, and this one, and around here. Light that one up. Attempt to knock you off the ledge, not going to happen, just kill you instead. Okay, we have a double spawner with a chest on it. Let's ignore it for now and run this way instead. Okay, cool. Breaks a nice hole in the ceiling so we can reach that. Down goes the thorns. Creeper. Next chest. We got some more thorns gear. Helmet has vanishing on it. There's a whole bunch of wood. There's some more lighting. Yep. We have now an inventory full of good things, and I do not want to throw any of them. Let's not even bother with helmet, because though it is mending. Oh, I guess I want it. Let's just use the speed potion. I'll get it out the inventory. Up. Okay, that's pigment. Down you go. Down you go. Another shield. Again, it's got vanishing on it. There's an unbreakable sword. What can I throw? Guess we'll take the non-splash, though if we had gunpowder we could just make it into a splash. There's the shields. Which one of these is better? They're identical. Blast protection, thorns +5. That one is identical to that one. Let's just... When am I going to need a 14-2 shovel? When am I actually going to need a whole bunch of flint? Probably never. Probably never. We can just do a single block over, drop down the water. Attempt to make it so that this doesn't flow everywhere. Something like that. And we can just shortcut back up there when we're done putting this stuff away. Yeah, I figured when you said balance issues, you probably meant too difficult, because that's what balance issues usually are. But it seems it's the other, slightly rarer but still kind of semi-regular issue of item overload. Too much stuff. We're still in Area 1, and I now have a fully unbreakable sword. We've got iron pickaxes, we've got a bazillion spare chest plates already. Armour, armour, armour. Food we don't actually have too much of. We have a brewing stand already. We've got 3 water buckets, 2 of them are back in the box. Another helmet. Yeah. It's the too much stuff balance issue as opposed to the too many mobs balance issue. What do we do with the ender pearl? What do we do with the sea lanterns? We've got a whole bunch of torches here. We don't even really need the sea lanterns. Let's grab the torches instead. What are we going to use 4 stacks of leather for? We already have a bunch of spare armour. There's blocks everywhere. Cookies, cookies, cookies. Well, oh no. Oh well. Too many items is usually not as bad a balance issue as too many mobs anyway. Because it still means you're gonna not be having fun with the map. It's just if you have hoarding tendencies like me, you're gonna continually run stuff back to base constantly. Why are we going this way? Why did I not use the water drop? That's the whole reason why I made it. Let's go back down here and actually use the waterfall I made. It's time to end the stream, but whatever, I'll just go a little bit long because I can, and I'm having fun with the map. And we've not been playing it for that long because we played the previous map of this stream as well, so... We'll just go for an extra quarter of an hour or so. Dodge the things. Hello, creeper. Okay, we got a whole bunch of skellies. We can drop down the back. Break that stuff. Kill the spawner. What have we got in here? It's yet another sword, 2 golden apples, more arrows. That is a literally 0 durability bow. I thought they removed that from the game. I thought there was some recent-ish version where they meant where durability could only go down to 1, and then it broke when it got to 0, instead of being 1 indexed rather than 0 indexed, to use programming terms. But apparently that is just a bow that still exists with 0 durability. $10 years. What a beautiful game. Okay, there's a chest plate from a random drop, fire prot 2 and breaking 2. Maybe if we encounter a lava area that'll be useful. Now the map isn't even giving me gear, RNG is just giving me more useful gear. Okay, I think we've done most of this layer. Hello, random spawner. I didn't even see you there. You just randomly decided to spawn things on my face. We've already been up that staircase. I think we need to go back over to the other side. Fine, that works. We can go with that. There's yet another just randomly dropped chest plate. I don't think we even need to bother with that one. Whole ton of bones, just in case we want to actually do any farming. Okay, here's the staircase. Another spawner there, another spawner there. Another chest. Here's some more food. And more armor again. We've already been over there. Okay, nothing back in that bush. Another chest. Another piece of armor. More. That's quite useful for knocking down trees. I think I prefer that as a secondary. If there are trees up ahead, and if we need to knock down any wood quickly, that is going to be a better axe than the iron one. Another chest up ahead with a block on top of it. Light that up. Break you. Okay, here come the floating platforms. What's in the box? It's an even better iron pick than the one we made. Hooray. Okay, yeah, we're onto floating platform territory. That platform with a whole bunch of boots labeling it is probably jump boost. Okay. Those actually had fire arrows, however they are also dumb and decided to launch themselves off of the platform, so... The spiders are probably going to do much the same thing. Yeah, you made it across. Somewhere there is a blaze, probably up there. Apparently, random tick speed is turned off. Oh boy. Back up a second. We actually have a potentially dangerous scenario. There are blazes, there's stuff dropping on my head from somewhere. This is indeed a jump boost provider. Let's charge down the spawners. This one... There's a random pink carpet. It does not actually recharge the jump boost. What do we do with all the blazes? We stay in the water and we shoot them all. We run away from them. Hup. Did not actually expect to successfully perform that water drop. And then we randomly die to another piece of fall damage. Excellent, excellent, excellent. I knew that water drop was too impressive. What shield was I using? Was it the vanishing one? Okay, all the stuff got pushed by the water into one single spot. Did not even notice it as I ran past it. That goes there. There's the unbreaking thingamy. There's the doobry what's it. The thingamabobber. Stuff, stuff, stuff. Potions, potions, and stuff. It wasn't the vanishing shield. Cool, we'd have to go back and grab the other one. Thank you, water glitch. 10 years. Back through the terrarium. Back through the exploded terrarium. All the terrariums are really cool. I said it earlier, but I don't think reyyro was here, so I'll say it again. I have a thing for biospheres. The Eden Project is by far and away the best attraction in England, in my opinion. And it is biospheres. Cool, all the blazes despawned. And we have emerald block number 2, which presumably means that the wool is actually over there in the other direction. Not sure where the ghast spawner is. I don't overly care. As long as it keeps itself to itself, I'm fine with that. It seems to be over there guarding all the wood in the large tree. Hello, lag. Oh, now the quick draw crossbows are a thing. A regular old bow suddenly feels slow. What the heck is... Hello, invisible block! It's preventing me from making the jump properly. You put in the Minecraft equivalent of a Mario Kaizo block. Okay. Sprint past the creepers. Box, we have an enchantment table, we should probably take that. We have some lapis, we should probably take that. We have some fire. We should probably get inside and get away from that. We have a better bow. We've got even more blocks. That will replenish the current supply. And we have T-first wool. Now, is there another hidden emerald back over on the tree, or is that ghast spawner purely there to guard the wood? Because there are only 5 emeralds in the map. This is only the first area. Having 3 in one area would be unlikely. Then again, the previous map did not do what I assumed was a sensible thing with regards to emeralds, so who can take anything for granted at this point? There is a pit, there is a thing, there is probably another area. It's a slightly worse bow than the one we already have, and just got. It's fine, I think we were maybe possibly supposed to come this way first. Who knows? Kill off that one. Kill off that one. How are we supposed to get up here? Because I don't think it was via bridge. Let's just dump some arrows. Swap out some blocks for more sensible ones. Wood. Stone. We can ditch the single stake. We probably don't need that. We should have just eaten it, really. More stuff, more things, more arrows, more food, more armor, more weapon. Where exactly is this ghast spawner? It's hanging out all the way up there. Let's get the ever so slightly more blast-resistant blocks, and let's pillar up. Hello, ghast spawner. Goodbye, ghast spawner. Let's clear the platform of this thing, because it's kind of in the way. There's that bow again. Do not break or place blocks in the pit. Can levitate out. And this goes and presumably TPs me somewhere. Because I don't think this massive tunnel fits on that tiny floating island. so we've clearly been relative teleported, and we have. Okay, shortcut, we have found the next area, stuff goes that way, there's a whole bunch more wood and cobble. We're not going to run out of stone tools, that's for sure. How are you supposed to get back through this door? I think the answer may be you don't. But anyway, that is 1/4 hour overtime. It seems like a fabulous, fabulous place to end it. We do not have the feather falling boots on. We have emerald block number 1, emerald block number 2, and the blue wool. Visible command block. I didn't even notice it, to be honest. The entire area is so colourful anyway that a sudden block of purple did not stand out to me in the slightest, but I'll take your word for it. That is it. I am not certain whether I'll be around tomorrow, but probably. But don't be overly surprised if I'm not. I will definitely be around. Definitely, probably, maybe on the Wednesday, though. And we shall resume this then. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this colourful, colourful room. And I shall see. Is something supposed to happen when I put the wool on the pedestal? I've suddenly seen that and everything is broken. Message in the chat while I was doing my outro, but I'm not quite sure what he's implying. Presumably something was supposed to happen when I put the wool on the pedestal and didn't. Hey, it's a jam map. Things that kind of supposed to go wrong. It's a jam map. What are you gonna do? Should I try the outro again? Should I go for it? I'm gonna try the outro again. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. And I shall see you soon. Have a good evening. I'm supposed to get even more loot. I don't think it's any huge loss, to be honest. Laters.